One more time, here we go. Multiply the coefficients or the numbers, because you might have to multiply to a constant. Multiply coefficients or numbers. Add the exponents. Because we're multiplying, we add the exponents of variable terms only if they are like bases. Okay? Let's put this into play. Look at example 1A with me, please. We're going to find the product. Okay? And as a reminder, if you can see better from the computer, please join my Google Meet so you can see better if you need to do that. Okay. So here is what we're going to do. We're going to multiply the numbers. Okay. So what is 6? Everybody's calculator open, on, reset. 6 times -4 is -24. Okay. So I have multiplied my numbers, my coefficients. Now, do I have like bases? Yes, because they are both x's. Remember, bases are just about what the variable is. They're both x's, so I can add 3 plus 4 and get x to the 7th power. This is my final answer. Multiply the numbers, add the exponents of like bases. Questions? Okay, let's look at example B. If it doesn't have an exponent, give it 1. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Help myself out a little bit as I get started with that. Okay. What is the first thing I'm going to do? Multiply those coefficients. And what is 5 times 7? 35. Now here are my like bases. X. Those are like bases. And Y's are like bases. So now, 35, x to the what power? 2nd power. Very good. Y to the what power? 3rd power. Questions? Alphabetical order. Okay. Look at your term, number 4. If I can find it. There it is. I want you to get the answer to that one, please. Do that now. I'll do it. So is that what you needed to know? So I have some. Yes, you may. There you go. You're welcome. Okay. What did y'all get for 18 times 3? I agree. Alphabetical order in your final answer. Okay. X to the what power? 11th power. Y to the what power? 8. Z to the what power? 5. Because if it doesn't have an exponent, give it 1. And 1 plus 4 is 5. Questions? Any questions? Okay. Let's talk about examples number 2. Okay. Hunter, if you have a question, I'm going to need you to ask me because I can't be on the meet screen. I'm sorry, do what? Okay, I can hear you now. What is your question?
Number 40 is multiply y times
Okay.
I should have to do
I've got y and y. So 6 plus 2 is 8. X is 3. I'm sorry, x is 3. Is x's are 11.
You have to be for that. Then I have to declare because you did the 18 times the 3.
Is 54, correct?
But you're supposed to multiply in the first.
Okay, so but I'm adding when I multiply with variables. When I multiply with variables with exponents, I add the exponents, right? So x to the third times x to the 8 is x to the 3 plus 8, which is 11.
Yeah, but you could do one because I got 3x, 11, 4, 18, 4, 18, 65, 30.
Okay, are you sure? Okay, now they're not in order, so are you sure you've got the y's together and the x's together and then the z's together? Because the
Yeah.
x and the y are backwards. So it's y to the second, y to the sixth. 6 plus 2 is 8. X to the third, x to the. So are you with me now?
Okay, well, I thought that.
Go ahead, talk to me. No, no, talk to me. I need you to
Well,
understand.
I understand this, but I think 18
Uh huh.
y. I think you multiplied the 18 y and the 3x and the 54.
Oh, okay, okay. What we need to do, we're gonna separate those steps, Hunter. We're gonna separate them. We're gonna multiply these coefficients and get that number answer. Then we're gonna deal with the variables and their exponents. Okay? Multiply the numbers, get that number answer, then work on those. Do that as 2 steps. Okay? Okay. Let's do a few more, and if you have questions, please ask. I got my volume up now so I can hear you. Okay? All right. Thank you, Hunter. All right, so number 2, now we are going to look at multiplying with a monomial times polynomials. In this case, I have a trinomial, okay? And again, we're going to do that same thing. We're going to multiply the coefficients or the numbers first. So what is 3 times 3? 9. Now, if it doesn't have an exponent, give it 1 because it may help you remember what to do there. Now, the x's are like bases, So it is 9x to the third power because 1 plus 2 is 3. Then I'm going to the next one. 3 times a positive 6, the positive 18, keep the x, and it's going to be x to the what power? Second power, or x squared. Now I'm going to multiply 3 times negative 5 and get negative 15. Keep the x. If I started with an x, I got to keep it. You got to put it in the answer. Okay? It doesn't have an exponent to add with, so we just bring it down. Okay? Questions? Yes, ma'am. Do what now? They're not like terms. Is that a like term? This is x cubed and that is x squared and that's just an x. Are they like terms? No, no. Bases. That's what I was saying. Bases and like terms are two different things, right? I can multiply as long as I have the same variable. I can only add or subtract if I have the exact same variable and exponent. Nice, Elizabeth. Thank you for mentioning that. So that's why we can't add those. So difference between multiplying and dividing and addition and subtraction. Okay, very good. So this has got to be our final answer because now I only have addition or subtraction and none of those are like terms. Very good. Excellent point. Any other questions about that? That's fantastic. Okay, let's look at example B. If it doesn't have an exponent, give it 1. I'm going to go ahead and do that first. You can always do this whenever, and you don't have to if you don't need to, but it's convenient if it helps. Okay, let's take care of our numbers first. So here we go. 2 times 5 is 10. They each have an x, so x to the 1 plus 2 is 3. Y to the 1 plus 1 is 2. Questions? Okay. And then 2 times a positive 3 is a positive 6. X to the 1 plus 1 is 2. Very good, thank you. Y to the 1 plus 2 is 3. This takes focus. You just got to focus. Okay. 2 times a positive 7 is a positive 14. X to the 1 plus 1 is 2. Y to the 1 plus 1 is 2. Questions? You just have to focus. This is something that you have to be able to focus on. Find those like bases, add those exponents. Okay? Questions? Okay, I want you to do number 6 under your turn. See what you can do with that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, check your answer with 9, please. So what do I do with this b squared if I can't add those? You just bring it down. Remember, if you can't combine it, if you can't do what you need to do with it, we bring it down. It comes down in the answer. And as a reminder, we don't bring a 1 into a final answer. Okay? Questions about that one? I put that there and it looks like a D. Okay, we'll good about that. Okay. Questions? Okay. Here is our modeling problem. Diane needs a piece of paper whose length is 4 more inches than its width. Okay. 4 more than. What operation is more than? Addition. So we're going to add here. And what I've got is 4 more than width. And we're going to use W for width. So what does 4 more than W look like? W plus 4. 4 more than W. Remember the than moves the 4 to the end. Okay? So now, let's put our sheet of paper down here, which is a rectangle. And a sheet of paper is like this. Okay? Always, if you have a shape, make one. So, I know what the length is. What is the length? 4 more than W. So it is W plus 4. So that's my length. What's my width? If the length is W plus 4, what's the width? Just the W. Because the length is 4 more than that. So the width is just W. Okay? What I want to do is find the area. How do I find the area? Length times width, which y'all trying to do perimeter yesterday. I got you. Now we are going to do length times width. Okay, so here we go. Everybody got that written down? So if I'm looking for area, area is length times width. So in this case, I'm going to write the width first because it's the monomial. Remember, when I multiply, it doesn't matter what order I put it in because it's also width times length. What is W times W? W to the second power. What is W times 4? 4W. Yeah, put that number first. Okay, so this is my area polynomial. Now we've got a dimension. It says if the area I want to get as close as possible to how many inches squared? 50. So we're going to use what we used to call back in the dinosaur days when I was in high school. We called it guess and check. Because we didn't have these fancy calculators back in the day. So we're going to guess and check. Here we go. Here's what I need to happen. I need W squared plus 4W to equal as close to 50 as I can get it. So, somebody give me a number. 10. 10 squared. What is 10 squared? What? Say it out loud. 100. Is that going to be good? Is that too big? That's too big. So okay. So with guess and check, we erase a lot. Okay. Somebody give me a number. Now we know it needs to be smaller than 10. Isaac, give me a number smaller than 10, please. 9. What is 9 squared? 81. That's already over 50, so we're not going to use that. So I'll just erase that. We spent billions of dollars of erasers when I was back in high school, back in 1980 something. Ethan, give me a number lower than 9. 2. There we go. All right, what is 2 squared? 4. What is 4 times 2? 8. What is 8 plus 4? Okay, not quite. So I need something bigger than 2, right? 6. So let's do 6. I heard 6 first. 6 squared plus 4 times 6. So type that in. Tell me what you get. Or do it in your head, however you do that. What is it? 60. 36 plus 24 is 6. Oh, we're close. Want to try 5. Okay, I'm with you. So I've got 5 squared plus 4 times 5. What do I get? 45. So it can't be 60. It's too high. So it's got to be 45. So that's it. So we're going to go back over here. Everybody got that? Everybody with me? That's guess and check. Isn't that fun? Woo! Okay. Here's what I want to know. What is the width? What did we find to be the width? 5. So then what is the length? 9. There we go. Good old guess and check. It's a hoot. See, I have threatened to teach factoring that way, but we just don't have that kind of time. If you look at the very top of your paper, here it has homework page, blah, blah, and all those problems. You see those? I want you to put a line through that because I don't want you to get confused. I changed my mind. I changed my mind. Turn over to the back of your paper. Here is your actual homework. Now, this is a little different this week, so write this down, please. This is Thursday homework. You actually have Thursday homework. That's this. And you're going to do problems 2 through 16 evens. I'm going to post homework questions tomorrow. The 4 homework questions, I'm posting them tomorrow. I expect you to answer them. Okay? Again, if you don't have internet, I know who you are, you'll do that Monday when you come to school. Okay? No big deal. Because you're going to, before the end of class, on the corner of my desk, everybody's looking at the corner of my desk, everybody's looking, corner of my desk. This is a review. On Monday, I'm going to give you 10 questions from this review because you're going to work problems 1 through 21. And there will be 10 questions on Monday over this review. Add, subtract, multiply monomials. Because I'm going to grade it as a quiz. This is your Friday work. Monday, 10 questions over the review. I'm going to count it as a quiz grade. It is going to If you will do it, work it, and get them right, it's going to improve your grade, especially for those of you whose grade dropped significantly because of the 20-day. Okay? So make sure you get one of these copies off the corner of my desk.